Good morning everyone, welcome back to this new vlog here on Pallegney. At the moment I'm at the dinghy ship, and that's for two reasons. First of all, to get the dual wheels fitted to my tractor. I can take them on and put them off by myself, but well, I had to buy them somewhere. So I'll run dual wheels on the 3650. And the second thing is to pick up this roller. It is a land roller, and what this does is that it pushes down the soil and it increases the soil to seed contact, which helps with the germination of the seed. So yeah, they finally had this all set up and ready. I ordered it a while back, but they had some slight issues getting it delivered. But here it is, and I'm going to take this out on a spin on the sugar beet fields, because those actually do need to be rolled. So I'm going to be driving over there, and I'll probably see you guys there. So driving down the road here through the town is actually a bit tricky, because I'm exactly as wide as the road is with the dual wheels on. It does look beastie with the duals on, to be honest, but it is a bit tight on the road. So the main reason for me to get the dual wheels on the 3650 is because of the soil compaction. I'm going over this field that has just been sown, and I do want to press the soil down a bit so it gets a better contact with the seeds. That way the seeds have a bit more, can reach nutrients and moisture in the soil easier, helping them to grow a bit quicker and a bit more stable at a younger age. But I don't want to actually sink into the soil and damage the seeds. So I want to have as low as possible ground pressure on the tractor. So that's the reason for the duals on the 3650, mostly for this job. I'm gonna start with this job. I'll throw it into a time lapse, and I'll see you guys when I'm done with the 3 fields. So that's all the rolling done, and whilst I'm driving back I need to give a major shout out to someone. I know I've just started, but I'm pretty sure I can already call him a friend of the channel. That's Farmer Sim. I'm actually in his Discord if you're ever looking for me. And I just watched his latest Oak Bridge Chronicles video. Incredible video again, as always, mate. And he gave me both a shout out in the middle and at the end of the video to encourage you all to watch. So if you're here from his channel, welcome and thanks for joining me. I know this is technically a couple of weeks late, but I record them earlier than I upload them. So this video is well, you can see it's recorded, I'm pretty sure like 13 days before this is uploaded. But yeah, no, I want to give a massive shout out to him. Thanks so much for telling your community about me and telling them to go and watch my channel. I really appreciate it. And if you're watching this and you don't know who Pharmasim is, you can find him in the description. He's an incredible YouTuber and a very nice guy to talk to and to chat with, and he's very active on his Discord. Yeah, just go check him out, check out his Discord. I'll link everything down below. But yeah, honestly mate, thanks so much for the shout out on your video and for all the support you've given me on the Discord and with the tips and everything. Thanks so much, and I really appreciate it. With that said, I can't thank you enough, honestly I can't. But with that said, I'm actually gonna be cleaning and putting the roller away, and then it's time to get some spraying done. So I need to see whether I need to actually put fertilizer on it, at least on the middle field and as well on the barley field over here, near the yard. And then I also need to put herbicide on, but I think I'm gonna have to wait with that till next month, just so the crop can grow a bit. Which also means that this will be the first time that I'll get to use the vent Xylon, which in the pilot episode I accidentally referred to as a class Syrian. I'm gonna get that, I'm gonna get it loaded up with fertilizer, and I'll see you probably down at that field again. So whilst we're driving down to the field fully loaded, I think it's about time I'm gonna talk about the big subject. As you might have seen from the title, the big 5-year plan, or actually it's almost more like a 10-year plan. For those who don't know, farmers look ahead. We don't look like 1 or 2 years ahead, we look 5 to 10 years ahead, and that's what I've been doing. And one of the big things I want to change in this farm is the crops that I grow. So currently it's all grain-based crops, so you've got the barley, and it was sorghum, or actually it was sunflowers and oilseed rape last year. And this year it's 2/3 barley and then 1/3 sugar beet, which is my addition to the farm. And I actually want to do more. I want to go into a crop rotation with 4 crops, consisting of a root crop, a tuber crop, a green-leafed vegetable crop, and a grain crop. And the reason that I want those specific crops is because those are the crops that really work well together. The main thing you're worried about when doing your crop rotation is that you want crops that help out each other. The main reason to rotate your crops is to get rid of diseases in the field. If you leave a crop growing year after year, the crop-specific diseases will get into the soil and it will affect the crop yields. That's why you do the rotation. The rotation I want is start with a grain crop, preferably barley, as it is a winter crop as well. Then go into the green leaf crops to get extra nitrogen into the soil, and then go into a root crop to break down the harmful diseases, and then go into the potatoes. There are a couple of different problems I have with that. Main one is that I don't have enough land at the moment. I've got 15 hectares roughly, I need 20, so 5 blocks of 5 hectares that I can rotate. That's the main issue. The other issue, I don't have the equipment for it. The biggest issue of the land I hope to end up this year. So I've applied for a 300,000 euro loan that I can pay off in 30 terms of 10,000 a month. The way I want to finance that is with the cows, because the cows give me an income of roughly 12,000 a month, which is a steady income which I can use to pay off my debt. With that in mind, I don't have any potato equipment yet, so the first year technically this is my first year, so at the end of this year I want to buy the land as well as actually invest into a chicken coop to get a secondary form of continuous income, just to spread the risks a bit, because as you might know, you don't want to have all your eggs in one basket. So year 1 is 2 fields barley, 1 field sugar beet. The second year will be sugar beet, barley, 2 fields barley, 2 fields sorghum, because of the way the rotation is working out at the moment, and when I can plant the fields that I'm buying and the sugar beet fields, I need to go to a summer crop, which will be sorghum to feed the chickens. And then the last field that I buy, or the last block of fields that I'm buying, the 5 hectares, will be put to spinach. Then in year 3, when I start the loan payments, in year 2 I would like to finance the potato equipment. Then in year 3, when I finance the potato equipment just by the sale of like the sugar beets and the spinach, and maybe possibly the eggs and the straw, depends on how much that brings in as well. Then in year 3 we'll have the rotation potato, sugar beet, spinach and barley again. And as you can see, one of the fields of barley is replaced with a field of sugar beet, potatoes. And then in year 4 I hope to be able to actually afford a pea harvester and go from spinach to peas. So year 4 and 5 we'll have the crop rotation of potatoes, sugar beet, spinach and peas, and in that time I'll start investing in equipment that I need to grow carrots and also the extra fields. And then year 6 and onwards I want to invest in factories to actually process the peas and the root crop, the carrots, parsnips and red beets I want to start growing. But of course the big question as always is if it's all gonna work out. So hopefully next month I'll have, which I'm planning on actually putting in this vlog as well. So I hope that next month I'll actually have some extra information on the loan and if that all got through and if that's approved and if I can actually get the loan to buy the fields. If that's the case, I'll get the loan in December, start paying off the loan January next year, have the fields, start working on it, etc, etc. Good morning everyone. What I'm doing currently is paying for some of the fees that I have. So this 1100 is going to the dealership, the shop, for maintaining the John Deere. Usually I do the maintenance myself, but I didn't really have the time, so I opted just to pay the dealership and have them do it for me. I've also paid 13,200 to the contractor. Yeah, you can see the invoice right here on my phone, and that is for the sugar beet planting. Yesterday, after the whole chat on the crop rotation, I didn't really bother picking up the camera again because I was just spraying the last field and it wasn't that much importance bringing the tractor away to the dealership, things like that. So I ended up not actually recording anything. All the spraying is done. As you can see, you can actually see very clearly where I've been and where the weeds have been killed off. So that's good, that's what we're supposed to do. Now unfortunately this isn't any kind of precision spraying, it doesn't have any section control on it, so it's just you either spray everything or you spray nothing, which is, well, a bit wasteful in some cases, but it is what it is. So I'm heading home now. The next time you'll see me will probably be in May, when I'll be doing the first cut of grass silage for the cows. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. But yeah, until then, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, especially if you've enjoyed my content, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye for now.